Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, Angels Always Win 444. So today we have some daily divine guidance for you guys. I hope you guys are all having a wonderful, beautiful day. And I hope you're all having a great Tuesday, great new day. This is for April the 28th. And remember, time is fluid. Whenever you find this reading, it's meant for you. I hope it resonates. I hope you take something beautiful from this. So, starting off, we have balance, spirituality, and practicality. Full moon in Pisces. And actually, I totally forgot. Really quick, we'll do our quick prayer. So, dear God, my divine team, our archangels, my viewers, divine team, I ask that you assist us with this reading. I ask that you clearly guide us and show us what we need to know for the day. And I ask that you bring blessings to everyone involved. Please help us to stay centered in our higher selves so that we may clearly see, hear, feel, and know the divine messages that wish to emerge through these readings. I ask that you stay by our side and that you guide us with loving wisdom and love. And you ensure only God's wisdom and divine speak. I invite the presence of Holy Loving Spirit to bring help and healing here. And may divine love bless, guide, protect, and inform all of us. And may pure inspiration come to us and divine love guide this experience. And please bring wisdom to our hearts, our minds, our souls, and bring blessings and guidance to all with grand prosperity and abundance and strength and courage. All right, so, amen. Welcome, everybody. So, balance, spirituality, and practicality. Full moon in Pisces. So if this is for someone between two people, balance it out. Balance it out. And then we have your hard work is paying off. New moon in Capricorn, earth energy. For yesterday's reading, it was all about new beginnings, a new journey that everyone, it feels like the collective is like embarking upon. So it's like your hard work is paying off. If you've been working like in the shadows, like it's coming into the 3D for you now. That makes it like it's being earthed, it's being anchored down. And then we have boundaries. Where do you need to establish better boundaries? So for some of you, or for all of us actually, everyone needs to ask themselves, where do you need to establish better boundaries? This could be boundaries within yourself too. Like tell yourself, like, especially with overeating, don't overeat right now. Tell yourself like, this is a boundary for you. You probably shouldn't eat this, you know. And even with working, if you're working, and you're not balancing yourself out, you need to make sure you set a boundary there too. And a boundary between other people around you that are just like, gimme, gimme, gimme with the stimulus check thing right now. I didn't think that was a thing, and it totally happened, and like to me, and it was crazy because I didn't know they had like, I feel like it's not your like it's no one's business to know about your stimulus check coming in for you or not, unless obviously they're helping you somehow, like. And then that kind of makes sense, but like for people to ask you out of the blue, like, oh, did your stimulus check come in? Like, oh, how much did you get? Or, you know, that's not really any of their business. And that's a boundary for me. Like, I'm not asking you, like, don't ask me type of thing. And it's a boundary where it's like, if I am being respectful, I expect the other person to be respectful. That's a boundary. If the other person chooses to cross over that line, that's a fucking boundary cross. That is a red flag for me. And that's not even a red flag. That is the like, I'm gonna hit you with the fucking pole. You need to back the fuck up and stay back. We're not dealing with bullshit right now. We're not entertaining fuckery. We're not entertaining breadcrumbs. We're not entertaining, oh, well, I didn't know that upset you. But like, you've clearly told this person a million times that that behavior upsets you. And they continue to do it. That's like a purposeful boundary cross. Like, no. Another way to establish good boundaries, better boundaries, is if If you know you have certain things that like tick you off, like they trigger you, or like it's like an invisible thing you expect everyone to know about you, but you've never voiced it out loud. A way to set better boundaries for that is within yourself, because imagine like a tripwire, and if I'm gonna have to find the video link for it. It was a speech I listened to, and in it the speaker is saying how we all have invisible tripwires, right? Imagine them all around you, and you have this fucked up weird habit of expecting everyone to know where they're at and what they are. And when someone walks through one or trips on one and fucking triggers you, you're like, I should have fucking known you would have done that. I should have known. Sorry about that, guys. My battery died. So, as I was saying, if you know you have these tripwires all around you, like, do everyone a favor. If you really want that person there, stop self-sabotaging yourself, because by you not telling that person that something triggers you and then expecting them to know it's bugging you, like, you're self-sabotaging yourself and that relationship, because you are not being honest and authentic with that person. You're waiting for them to trip on that fucking wire, and that is not fair to anyone. And if you expect, and that's like, you putting that out is gonna get it back. Like, it's gonna come back to you. Someone's gonna do that to you, and you're gonna freak the fuck out on them. But then it's like you're overreacting and you're freaking out so much to that because you do that. That was a problem I had. I did that. I would expect people to know what my boundaries were. I would expect people to get me what I wanted, do what I wanted, without me voicing it. It was really bad. And that's a boundary that I'm working on within myself. Like, that's a boundary that I'm creating between me and that person, but it's there to protect myself from hurting that person because of my self-sabotaging thoughts, my insecurities, my projections of emotions onto that person, of problems. So it's like I created a boundary to protect them from me, just as I expect them to have that boundary. And even if they don't, I create it. I'm like, no, I'm not taking on your burdens or bullshit. That's yours. You can keep it. So, set your boundaries, guys. Ooh, and then star mother. How can you mother yourself? So this is that thing with the boundaries, you guys. Take care of yourselves. Nourish yourselves. How I am doing the boundary thing within myself and protecting others. You can do that to protect your inner child from people, from habits, from toxic habits, from past memories. How can you mother yourself? And mothering yourself is loving yourself, being compassionate, showing yourself it's okay to rest sometimes. Having that balance between spirituality and practicality, like between your work and between your spirituality, like balancing it out, creating those healthy boundaries with people, that is you mothering yourself. And this, when I say mothering yourself, I mean the sweetest, like, if you had a rough childhood, this is what you wish your mother would have done for you in situations where you were hurt, in situations where you felt abandoned, in situations where you felt isolated, neglected, like purposely dragged down, put down. Like, what would you tell the younger versions of yourself if you could talk to them now? Help them heal so that you can keep moving forward, okay? And then we have be in the present and dream of the future. When we dream, everything is possible. 40 or 4. We had that 444 portal last week. And this is telling you to stay grounded here. Create your boundaries now. With peoples, with situations, with habits. Create your boundaries now. Balance that out. And keep your eye on the future. Let yourself daydream. Let yourself feel that curiosity, that like sense of adventure, that want for adventure. Like, let yourself dream of that, and then think of it as it being in the present. So it's like you are manifesting that into fruition, instead of saying like, I'll set boundaries tomorrow. Say, I have already set effective boundaries into my life today. Today. Like, speak your affirmations into the present. And by doing so, it's like you're creating those affirmations to draw that future in because you're dreaming of it, but you're staying present. And also just be present. Don't daydream too much is also what it could be saying. And then we have patience. Love is patient and kind. Always. 17 or number 8. And this is that lotus flower growing through the mud. So have patience with yourself, you guys. And ladies, have patience with yourself while you're almost like re-nurturing yourself and remothering yourself, reparenting yourself. A lot of individuals have to reparent themselves because it's not just that like parents were cruel, parents, purposely hurt us. No. Sometimes you have to have compassion for them almost, because it's like they did what they knew. They were like emotional balancing, like the balancing between spirituality and practicality and our emotions. Like, so many people are that's like a new finding almost. Like, so many people are just finding out about it. So like not a lot of people have, like, our parents did not have the same tools we have now to balance ourselves, to center ourselves. They didn't have all the knowledge. They may have overparented or underparented us just due to the lack of knowledge. And now we're studying, sociology and psychology and child growth and development and the psychological effects of, social conditioning on kids, or like all of that is coming, like that's all like up and coming science, So this is just saying to really be patient with yourself. Be patient with those that you love. How I said these two needed to balance out. If you're working with someone, be patient. And also, being patient is a choice. You don't have to be patient, because there's such a thing as having patience and waiting. Waiting is where you're waiting. But in the waiting process, having the patience is that understanding and compassion for the situation. So this was today's message. It was very quick and simple for you guys. I hope someone found guidance in this. I hope it brought some light to you. As always, please do share your lessons, as they could be blessings for another individual, down in the comments. Share with love and light. Or, what would be amazing too? If you guys have a situation that you felt unsafe, unsure of yourselves, where you weren't proud of yourself, if you could, in this present moment, go back and talk to that younger version of yourself, what would you tell that child? What would you tell that person who started a fight for no reason last week? Like, what would you tell her or him in the now? I would love to read your comments, and I'd love to know all about that. And just because, like, those words of wisdom that you give your younger self, someone else can be using them right now. Okay? So, I hope you guys have a great day. Please do like, share, and subscribe, and please share. I would love to know about your journeys that you're on right now, and I'd love to be able to help in any way that I can right now. I send you so much love and light and prosperity and abundance and grand health, my friends and my family. I love you guys. Have a great day.